Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time for the nation's sharpest opinion. In an abject and absurd statement to deflect, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has today essentially protested against the failures of her own government. She has protested against Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. She has protested against Home Minister Mamata Banerjee. And the Trinamool Congress Chief Mamata Banerjee has also protested against the Bengal Health Minister, who is Mamata Banerjee. She has gone on a dharna against her own police. She has gone on a dharna against the Mamata government state machinery that has enabled the horrific crime against Abhaya. There is no other way to see it or say it. Mamata Banerjee and her misguided placard clique hit the streets today, demanding the death penalty for the rapist. She then went on and blamed Baam and Ram. In other words, the left and Lord Ram for the uprising in Bengal. Baam being a reference to the left, and I presume Ram is also a political reference to the BJP. Now, Mamata Banerjee, tell me, was it Baam and Ram that allowed the violent mob attack of 500 and 1,000 people day before night at the RG hospital, or was it your police? Was it Baam and Ram that allowed the whole emergency department of RG hospital that night, or was it your police? Was it Baam and Ram that allowed large swarms of mobsters into the trauma building and threatened nurses and doctors, or was it your police? Was it Baam and Ram, Mamata Banerjee, that allowed for the crime scene to be destroyed to rubble, or was it your police? Mamata Banerjee, please understand, please take a pause, please ingest that beyond the politics of this BJP versus left versus Trinamool, there is a life here. A life was taken in the most bone-chilling way. A life was snuffed out because of lawlessness and the bone-chilling crime against women in Bengal that you don't seem to have a solution for. A young qualified professional was wiped off the face of the earth while fulfilling her aspirations to be somebody, to be a doctor. Her family was broken with the last traces that they can never come to terms with. And there was an attempt made by your police allegedly to bribe the family into silence. Mamata Banerjee, pause for a moment and understand that this is not just a student protest, this is not just a doctor's protest. This is not just some political ping pong that once cosmetic dharna is going to change. India is awake against you. India is protesting against you, Mamata Banerjee. All of Bharat is protesting against you, Mamata Banerjee. You have no credibility. Like it was 12 years ago after Nirbhaya. Abhaya, Mamata Banerjee, is a national cause. You are being questioned across India. Accountability is a national demand, and that is exactly what even the Calcutta High Court called you out for today, Mamata Banerjee. Everybody is questioning you. The courts are questioning you. Civil society, people, doctors. Everybody is questioning you. Even your allies in the India Alliance are questioning you. When they said that it was an absolute failure of the state machinery, the court, they spoke for all of India. We believe that the Bengal machinery has failed. You and the government run proxy between you and your nephew, Abhishek Banerjee, have ruined Bengal. From Sandeshkhali to this, when the court said that it was a sorry state of affairs in Bengal, the court spoke for all of India. When the court said that the law and order for which Mamata Banerjee is directly responsible, ladies and gentlemen, has failed, they spoke for all of India. And I say this particularly to Mamata Banerjee and to the weak indie partners like Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra, who have commodified women's safety, who have politicized something as sacrosanct as fighting against the physical exploitation and sexual violation of women, to the extent that despite all the high jargon about upholding liberal thought and constitutional rights, there is not one demand from Robert Vadra or Priyanka Vadra for Mamata Banerjee's resignation. Not one candlelight protest by the Congress, not one letter to the Rashtrapati, to the President of India demanding President's rule in Bengal. Nothing. In my view, these are just rent-a-cause politicians who roam around in their uppity clique that does not go beyond saying, "Oh, how unfortunate," while bringing it up at their wine and cheese events and dinner parties. And Mamata Banerjee, as your police begins to send a flurry of notices, we are told, to journalists, to commentators, you are threatening the media now, you are attacking the journalists. That is because you become desperate. You know you are going to lose power. You know everywhere across India people are protesting against you. You are threatening ordinary citizens who are raising their voice in person or on the streets or on social media. You are threatening to take legal action against people and journalists. Understand. Justice for Abhaya will be done. And in my view, anyone who is a spoke in the wheel against that campaign, ladies and gentlemen, will have to answer the people. Ladies and gentlemen, the people have spoken, both in terms of history books and in terms of office. The political ground is slipping from under your feet, Mamata Banerjee and Abhishek Banerjee. But go to your core tonight and ask yourselves, which side of history will you be on? You have already decided that you want to be on the side of the mafia. That was clear to me, Mamata Banerjee, that you have decided to be on the side of the political mafia and the criminal mafia. That was clear after Sandesh Khali. And if you need a few cues, have the tolerance to hear the protesting students, fellow Indians, medical bodies and Indians across the world who are protesting against what you have done to Bengal, against the so-called law and order machinery which has enabled in Bengal this level of lawlessness. Mamata Banerjee, if nothing, answer your conscience tonight.
বাংলায় অশান্তি করতে চান বাম এবং রাম, তারা একত্রিত হয়ে এই গন্ডগোলটা করেছে।
Mamata Banerjee is isolated. She has lost control of the law and order, and today is a loss of face in the Calcutta High Court. Absolute failure of state machinery. Complete failure of law and order in Bengal was the judiciary's observation. With a back against the wall, the Chief Minister has given a desperate political spin to the midnight mayhem. She alleged a Baam Ram link, in other words, a BJP left link to the vandalism.
বাংলায় অশান্তি করতে চান বাম এবং রাম, তারা একত্রিত হয়ে এই গন্ডগোলটা করেছে। আমার সবচেয়ে খারাপ লাগছে কি জানেন, ঘটনাটা তো দুঃখজনক। আমরা বারবার বলেছি ওর ফাঁসি চাই, আমি তো কালকেও মিছিল করব ফাঁসির দাবিতে। তদন্ত তাড়াতাড়ি হোক, আমরা তো রবিবারের মধ্যে শেষ করব ঠিক করেছিলাম। তা কোর্ট যখন সিবিআইকে দায়িত্ব দিয়েছে, তারা যে সহযোগিতা চাইবে আমরা করব।
A U-turn, a cover-up, a failure, and now criticism from across India.
प्रदेश की होम मिनिस्टर ममता जी हैं। हेल्थ का चार्ज किसके पास है? मुख्यमंत्री कौन है? तो किसके खिलाफ वो प्रदर्शन कर रही थी? अपने खिलाफ। जनता की आंखों में धूल झोंकना बंद करें। जनता जो जवाब मांग रही है, उन जवाबों को दें।
West Bengal government should not engage in blame game, accusing the opposition parties. Instead of that, West Bengal state government must tell the people in a convincing way how the government has been taking strong action against culprits.
What's bizarre is that Mamata Banerjee took out a protest against her own state government cover-up and lapses in the case. No action taken, rapists are scot-free. Reward posting for the principal. The anger against Mamata Banerjee is growing each minute.
The governor of West Bengal is with us. I will not drag him into our campaign that Mamata should quit, but viewers, if you see my hashtag on top of your screen, I'm very clear about it. I truly believe that Mamata Banerjee has destroyed Bengal. I mean, she who came to power once questioning the left, she has done in her time what the left could not have done in so many years. She used to blame the left for ruining Bengal. She has completely brought Bengal to the ground, from the Sharada chit fund scam to Sandesh Khali to this. Now, Governor C.V. Ananda Bose, you must be a very patient man, because I keep asking you this, that when will you recommend President's rule? And this question, Your Excellency, is not a question asked by me alone anymore. You have always said to me that when the time is right, I will exercise that option. But if this is not the time, then when will be the time? How many more rapes, murders, and massacres will we have to be witness to before you pick up your pen and recommend President's rule to the President? Mr. Bose.
Now that the issue is hotting up, the health minister of the state is complaining to the home minister. The home minister of the state is complaining to the chief minister. When I checked up the distribution of portfolios, I find the health minister is the chief minister. Health minister is the home minister. I do not understand what is really going on around me. It's a question of who is the Mr. Jekyll and who is Mr. Hyde. People know it. One day or the other, the truth will come out. Then the enigma will be solved. Now your straight question, when is it going to happen? You know, I do not want to come on the public domain about any decision which I take as governor, because the decision, as you know, constitutionally is not my own. But I'm watching. The Constitution gives various options. I will take a very balanced view and report it to the higher authorities, constitutional authorities in the matter. Now, the big issue here is that when the rally was going on outside, I heard in my room some youngsters who came from various medical colleges. You know, some of them, they told me, sir, all that we need is security. We have no security inside the campus. We have no security outside the campus. Some of the girl students were telling me, sir, our parents are telling us, leave your education, give back the bond amount that is to be given. Please come back. Life is more important than your degree. And another young girl who has completed her MBBS, she said, sir, we are going to be posted in the rural areas. These goons will come up there. That is a fear psychosis that is there in the campuses. Now, let us think about that. We are the youngest nation in the world, and the youth are scared. Youth are literally scared. That is what they told me. I had to come out with an interim relief for them. I started an affair home in the Raj Bhavan. Anybody can come, any medical student can come and stay here. We will receive them as honored guests and give protection. How long can this continue? Let us accept the fact Bengal is in the grip of fear. There is violence all around. In the last 20 months, I have seen violence in various parts of Bengal. During the Panchayat election, during the parliament election, violence everywhere. A fear psychosis is there. This is a malady which has gripped Bengal. We have a strike at the roots. That is the real issue. Not exactly what action will be taken against the present government. The issue to be addressed is that youth are scared. Youth are scared. That does not bring credit to anyone down the line. It may even lead to a youth quake if you do not take timely action. As governor, my priority is that. First, give confidence to the people, confidence to the youth, provide whatever is required to feel them secure. That is a priority.
Mr. Bose, you have said that Bengal is in the grip of fear. You have said there is violence all around. You've said there is violence everywhere and across Bengal. There is a fear psychosis. Therefore, you are saying that the constitutional machinery has failed.
Constitutional machinery in the state may not have comparison to the occasion, but the Constitution has not failed. There are ways and ways in the Constitution of India which will certainly be invoked.
No.
I emphasize that the
way is
Constitution has
356.
inner strength.
So,
Democracy
when the Constitution, I didn't say Constitution has failed.
We will certainly
I
take
said
action.
constitutional
Only thing
machinery
is,
has
I cannot
failed.
say that in public.
No, sir. I have said constitutional machinery has failed. Would you at least agree with me? I'm not asking you.
I stand corrected. Thank you.
So I'm saying, do you agree with me that the constitutional machinery has failed?
I stand corrected, yes.
No, do you believe
Yes.
the constitutional machinery has failed? Is it worrying you? Is it a thought that is in your mind that the constitutional machinery is failing?
Slight amendment I will make. There are chinks in the armor. Certain deficiencies have been found. In the maintenance of law and order, things are not up to the mark. This is what the Kolkata High Court has also observed. I don't want to make my judgment on the government as a whole. Once that is made, based on facts and figures, based on what is happening in the field, then I will give my report. What will be the content of the report? Pardon me, I don't want to make it public at this juncture.
Are you going to send a report to Delhi?
Certainly.
And that report will deal with the failure of constitutional machinery or your concerns that it may fail or may be failing?
I can only say it will be a factual report with the remedies which are possible under the Constitution of India.
You've written a letter to Mamata Banerjee. Okay. Is one of those remedies invoking,
Yes.
is one of those remedies the invoking of Article
first letter.
356? Is one of those remedies that you will not rule out? That you will not rule out Article 356?
That is one of the options in the Constitution which is already there. One of the options. I reserve all my constitutional options as governor.
Well, I can quite understand that you don't want to speak beyond that right now, but I think you've spoken quite a lot. People are looking at you for a sense of guidance in this matter, and I thank you. I thank you, West Bengal Governor C.V. Arnab Bose, for joining me from Raj Bhavan. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Matter of great concern now. Every day it's getting worse. Dr. Subrajyoti Bhaumik, what is the situation on the ground? He's been part of the movement and vocal against the hooliganism. What is the situation on the ground now, Dr. Bhaumik, tonight? Can you unmute yourself, Dr. Bhaumik? Yeah, what is the situation on the ground now? Can you say something on that?
So good evening,
Can't hear
Arnab.
you
I
yet
think
for some reason. Are you
everyone
muted
knows
yourself?
that Arjigar was vandalized
I
on
can't hear him in the
14th.
studio.
Yeah, Arjigar was vandalized on 14th of.
Hey, now he's here. Yeah.
Yeah, Arjigar was vandalized.
I can hear you now. Can you repeat your words? Because I think your audio was not put through from the audio control room earlier. Please go on.
Yes.
Louder.
Good evening, Arnab.
Louder,
So,
please. I have audio control issues tonight. Yeah, please continue,
good
please,
evening.
sir.
Yeah, good evening, Arnab.
Louder, please.
As you are aware that as Arjigar was vandalized on 14th of August, we know that there was a lot of terror amongst the agitating doctors,
hear.
a lot of fear, psychosis, which was functioning. But I must tell you, congratulations to the brave hearts of Arjigar Medical College that they are back. The terror worked. the agitating doctors. The agitating doctors are actually back and they are protesting, which has been done for Abhaya. And you would see that there is the emergency has been broken down, but people are being guided still on how they could be managed in the trauma center. There is every possible effort being made by the senior doctors to help the patients who are there. It's a matter of shame for us that the Calcutta High Court mentioned that an age-old institution and an institution which gave service to thousands and millions of patients need to be closed down. I mean, a total failure of the health department of this particular state, where this age-old institution has been now pushed to the brim that it needs to be closed down and patients shifted out. Is this what we wanted? Is this what we are looking at? Is this what is known as upgradation of healthcare services in a state which is leading in terms of healthcare delivery services? The other very important thing, which is that the other medical colleges are with us. There is a strong commitment from the junior doctors, the senior doctors, the healthcare workers across the state. And I must thank fellow junior doctors, senior doctors across India and globally. We are getting support across the world that this is which needs to be brought into light. We have to find the real rapist, not the one which has been shown. And we need our answers very, very clearly. Who did this? Why this was done? And why a young life, a 31-year-old young life who was supposed to serve billions of patients across the world, including her country, was wiped out.
Yeah, but I just, Subrajyoti, I want to get a view from Anirban of the TMC and Arka of the TMC, because the Trinamool, Anirban has been so arrogant. Dr. Sanjay Sarkar is also with us tonight, I think. Dr. Sarkar, I'm told, also backs the TMC on this. So much arrogance, Dr. Sarkar. So much arrogance from the Trinamool Congress. They don't feel answerable. And I think the governor said it right. But I also began by saying that the health minister, Mamata Banerjee, is protesting against Trinamool chief Mamata Banerjee.
The governor himself is accused of sexual harassment.
What is this? What did you say?
The governor, C.V. Anand Bose, is himself accused of sexual harassment.
You're still not going to be serious, are you? Sanju Verma is on the debate. You're still not going to be serious.
Accusation of sexual harassment.
You will still try to joke around this matter.
So now we actually know how you people feel for the honor of women.
Sanju
Only
is on the
as long
debate.
as it is against the people
the
from
political
the
pickup to
opposite
the
camp,
debate started.
Honor matters, but when the finger is against the BJP people, honor doesn't matter. We see that, yeah.
So you're trying to downplay what happened in the Arjikor hospital. Well done. Sanju is on.
So you're trying to downplay what might have happened in the Rajbhavan.
Sanju is on the debate. Ladies and gentlemen, the hashtag tonight is Mamata must quit. Yes.
Arnab, I just want to read out a couple of things from the Kolkata High Court, verdict today. The Kolkata Acting Chief Justice used this phrase, castigating and condemning Mamata Banerjee for her incompetence. The judge said there is a complete, absolute failure of the state machinery, point number one. And point number two, when Professor Sandeep Ghosh's counsel said that he is under threat, the acting chief justice said, we will provide 500 policemen to him, but this man should not hold any responsibility. Let him stay at home. And then today, a very important thing which has not been mentioned till now was what the Kolkata High Court mentioned. They said it is quite disturbing that a case of unnatural death has been registered with the Tala police station dated August 9th, 2024. Unnatural death is registered when there is no complaint. When the deceased victim was a doctor working in the hospital, it is rather surprising as to why the principal and the hospital did not lodge a formal complaint. This, in our view, was a serious lapse, giving room to suspicion. This was not a case of unnatural death, thereby implying why did Mamata Banerjee and her dispensation not lodge a formal complaint?
No, because they have to do a cover-up.
Medical college and hospital is a government-run college, And then why did they try to hush up things?
You know, because I'll tell you, because I'll tell you.
Nobody tried to hush up anything.
I'll tell you one thing.
Nobody tried to hush up anything. The CBI has now got almost 3 days to investigate.
You know,
what have they come up with?
Social media
4 days was more than enough. 4 days were more than enough for the Kolkata police. For the CBI, 3 days have already passed.
People are getting scared and
have they answered the questions?
Instead of
Now
nabbing
the CBI will have to answer.
Vineet Goyal and his
They have
team
already
are
got 3
busy
days.
bullying people on social
3 days
media
have passed
and
since
sending
the
notices
CBI
to
has
all
got their
and
hands
sundry.
on the case. Where are the
One of the
answers?
journalists with print,
On the other hand, the BJP people have been spreading fake news.
Intimidated by the Kolkata
The
police.
BJP people have been spreading
Let
fake
us be
news all
honest,
around.
Mamata
150
Banerjee
grams of
failed as
semen.
Chief Minister.
These kind of garbage have been floated as theories by the BJP people. These are the people who should also be behind bars.
For the resignation of Mamata Banerjee is part of the
People like
larger
Sanju
problem.
Verma and the party
And
members
stupid
who have
Gunda
spread
like
fake
you
news
has
also
no
should be
local
behind bars.
standby to cast
You people
aspersions
also are
on the
trying to
credibility
cover up.
of the governor,
Why did you
Mr.
spread fake news?
Arnab Bose.
Why did you spread fake news, madam?
Sexual
Why did
molestation
your
allegations
people
at
spread
Abhishek
fake news?
Banerjee.
Answer that first.
Does that mean that those allegations
TMC
are
and
true?
the government have always been
I can
clear
tell
from the
allegations
start.
against you.
They
Does that
always
mean those allegations are true?
wanted the
Ladies and
very,
gentlemen,
very
on the
fair
debate this
and
evening,
clear
it's
investigation.
9:28,
All the questions were
9:27.
answered.
All
Now
you need
the
to do,
CBI must answer.
all you need to do, ladies and gentlemen, is take your phone close to the screen right now,
आपकी गुंडागर्दी नहीं चलेगी.
right? And you can scan using your phone and vote right now. This vote is very important. We believe that public pressure works. 94% of our viewers are saying that with this unending lawlessness in Bengal, it is time for her to quit. I have with me also Sanjay Sarkar. Sanjay Sarkar, this time, what is clear to me is that Mamata Banerjee's usual tactic, Saira Shah Halim, that anybody who questions her, she says, no, Bengal is being targeted. No. If there is anybody who is targeting Bengal, it is Mamata Banerjee. She thinks she is the voice of the people of Bengal.
What
She
we
is not.
saw today was a
Saira.
resurgence of the Lapata ladies. I like to tell the TMC representatives today that thankfully today we saw the resurgence and the comeback of the Lapata ladies. So far they were keeping a stunned silent. All your MPs, all your sitting MPs, all 11, 13 of them were keeping a very studied silence. So now that you see that this moment has taken all India turn, not only all India turn, internationally people are revolting against this very repulsive
Can I have Mr. Sarkar's audio up, please, because I'm not hearing it. And
will you deny
the audio has to be controlled properly.
Sandeep Ghosh, that he's been
Aditi,
asked to be failing students.
my fourth reminder.
To avail 20% commission on tender orders. He used to take money for every work that was done in RG Medical College and Hospital. He used to supply alcohol to students at his guest house. Are you going to deny these allegations on the principles of RG?
Madam, a porn racket was run in RG Court during your time. During the left front government.
I can't hear Sanjay Sarkar.
A doctor
audio has
was
to be
murdered. What did your government do? You tried to cover that up. You covered that up successfully.
I can't hear now, Orko. There is a problem with your audio control room. 1 second. Orko, can you hear me? 1 second. I'll fix the audio first because it's disturbing the flow of the debate. There is a problem in my audio control room. I request the directors to fix the audio control room situation. I'm saying this on air. I'm compelled to because there's a problem we have. It's a hot debate tonight. We need to look at it right now. Orko.
Yes. Arnab, before you ask me any question, I have one thing to say, two things to say rather. First is, before 2014, whenever there used to be a political debate in any news channel concerning West Bengal, for good, bad, unknown reason, the BJP was never invited because the BJP did not have numbers. Similarly, at present, the Left Front is a political party affiliated with the Facebook. It is not a political party which is affiliated with the Election Commission of India anymore. So asking opinions from the Left Front, it is better that we ask opinions in Facebook. It is
I'll
all
tell
the
you.
same. That is one. And
Okay,
secondly,
no, 1 minute. You are making this suo moto statements. No, I will not listen to you. I've heard you. I believe by doing this level of low-level politics, you are not being serious about the issue. My question to you is very simple. Who I call and don't call on my program will not be decided by you.
And I will not speak.
Now, Orko, you can protest whichever way you want, but I'm asking you a question.
No, I am not.
I allowed you. You have to be serious about this issue. You have to be serious first.
Give me one more.
You are not being serious. You are not being serious. You are not being serious.
Point to make.
No, I have to. No. You can't make these statements and say I will not answer your questions. I will make statements.
No, I will
Orko,
answer
please.
your question. I will
Orko.
answer every question 1,000 times you ask. But before we go into this discussion, we have to pay homage to the girl in Punjab, Uttarakhand, Tamil Nadu, Orissa, Maharashtra, Rajasthan,
Nobody
Haryana,
tried to do-
Uttar Pradesh, three girls, Bihar,
Nobody
No, you fix the audio control room.
Uttar Pradesh.
Karnataka, another minor
What
girl,
makes
who
this
has
case
been raped
horrifying
in past
and gruesome
24
is that
hours.
the state
It is our
machinery
responsibility to
deliberately
pay
did a
homage to
botched
them. It is
Okay,
our
now
responsibility.
I'll tell you. This is a classic. You are heading. Now that you've spoken, Orko and Sanju, please don't intervene. I'm saying something to Orko now. Orko, you are facing a classic dictator syndrome. As you are losing power, listen to me. I don't need your intervention now.
Don't call me a dictator.
I am not. I don't need your intervention now. I am going to speak, and you need to listen to what I am saying.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, because as people are turning against you, you are using all the means of an authoritarian state, threatening citizens, police threatening media and all that. It is not going to work. Second point tonight, who I call and don't call on my show, whether I call BJP or left or anyone, I will call. Third point, don't write out the left also. Tomorrow left may come back to power. What is the situation right now is who will come to power. Certainly you will not be in power the way people have turned against you. Fourth point, since you are giving me advice, I'll give you some advice. Go and see what the Calcutta High Court has said. They have said your state machinery has failed. This is enough ground for CV Arnab Bose to declare president's rule. And when the Calcutta High Court has said that, it has said the absolute failure of the state machinery. Now, listen.
CV Arnab Bose will not make that recommendation.
Okay, next point. I'll make a point.
Responsible.
Can I make my point? 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 Okay.
Capacity of these guys, they're undermining the credibility of the West Bengal governor.
1 minute.
No, I am not considering it at all.
Anirban and Orko on one side.
Who holds a constitutional position.
Every time she says,
I am not giving that value.
96% right now are saying Mamata Bose.
I am not mining on you. What is happening?
To hush up the sexual assault allegations.
संविधान आपसे
He stopped the Kolkata police from investigating.
Saira is on the debate right now. Saira making a comeback on the debate. It's Saira versus Anirban.
Father say, what did the victim's father say? Victim's father said that the victim left for duty between at around 8 a.m. and she was on OPD duty that day, and she spoke to her mother at 11:15 p.m. In the morning, when her mother called up, no one answered the call. You mean an OPD doctor? Nobody tried to find out where she was. Nobody needed her from 3 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Keep changing
so
on that.
Definitely there's something very, very fishy in the hospital. And the culprits will be nabbed very soon, because all of us are on the streets and we are very angry. No water boundary of yours is going to work here, because all the people are protesting on the streets. The father has given us statement.
He was saying did not do anything. Now it is almost 3 days for the CBI. You are not asking a single question to the CBI. Why? No, Sarah, why won't you ask a single question to the CBI now? For 4 days, you think the Kolkata police did not do anything good. Fine. What about the CBI?
It is not our decision.
We know what the Calcutta High Court looks like.
It is the Calcutta Court decision.
Trinamool Congress now criticizing the Calcutta High Court.
From your leader, Vikas Bhattacharya.
Trinamool Congress now attacking the court. Please see viewers.
Bhattacharya helps judges to become BJP leaders.
Orko.
We know what goes on.
They do not know what exactly they want.
We know what goes on.
You wanted.
Okay,
Now you don't understand.
Okay.
We are standing by the doctors. We are standing by the protest. But we are not with any political agenda of any political party.
With black.
However, if the BJP enters into this political arena, that
Check
means
the feed I've got.
people of Bengal will not support that. It should not be like that. BJP should stay away.
I need to put the live poll grid up, and I'm making a point. Orko now, please. Orko, you are displaying insane amounts of arrogance tonight, and it is going to go against you and your party. Viewers, I'll tell you one thing. There's a remarkable thing about Mamata Banerjee. She and her nephew Abhishek Banerjee, they run this oppressive form of government. Problem is, when an oppressor fails to instill fear, the oppressor in case being the Trinamool Congress government and the Mamata police, when they fail to instill fear but actually they instill anger, she says nothing is my fault. So I'll ask a few questions, Orko. I hope you'll answer them this time if you're not troubled too much. Sandesh Khali.
So why don't you ask?
Sandesh Khali, not Mamata's fault. Sharada shit scam, not Mamata's fault. You asked Mamata, she says, I do all this for the people of Bengal. She did the Sharada chit scam for the people of Bengal.
No,
the women were raped in Sandesh Khali for the people of Bengal. The horrific, one minute, the horrific incidents of flogging, the kangaroo courts in North Dinajpur were for the people of Bengal. Post-poll violence was for the people of Bengal. Ration scam is for the people of Bengal. Recruitment scam for the people of Bengal.
Yes, and the CBI has not yet finally charged.
You do the scams for the people of Bengal. Yes, Arnab, tell me.
Finalize and complete the charge sheet or not as on date.
The scam that you are referring to was supposed to be investigated by the CBI. It is almost 12 years now. 12 years. What has the CBI done? Have they?
Sanju is on the debate right now. Sanju and Anirban are on the debate, ladies and gentlemen. Sanju and Anirban, the audio has to be fixed, please. Now I can't hear Sanju now.
58 days. Shah Jahan Sheikh was protected for 58 days.
The accused in the chit fund case, most of them are...
I can't hear Sanju now. Audio room.
Kolkata High Court. Thank God for the Supreme Court. Had no Supreme Court intervention, Shah Jahan Sheikh would not have been arrested because he was being mollycoddled. Gang rape accused were mollycoddled.
What about your leader Gangadhar Dayal? Your propaganda in Sandesh Khali completely fell to flat on its face. You lost by a margin of more than 3 lakhs in Gujarat. And you are still uttering violence.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you one thing. She has lost.
These are political.
You know what she will do now? I'll tell you what she will do now. Classic Mamata Banerjee, Kolkata police style. No. I'll tell you, Subrajyoti, let me tell you, she will now start filing FIRs against doctors. She will start filing FIRs against channels that question her. I saw a channel once in Bengal. One of these min channels. I was laughing. There is an anchor from one channel. There is an anchor from one channel who was sitting with Abhishek Banerjee and saying, Abhishek Banerjee, I have a very important question to ask you. The people of Bengal want to know what is your fitness regime. With these min channels, you expect anything? Shame on these min channels in Bengal. Today there is Republic Bangla, and Republic Bangla is taking you on for what you are doing. Yeah, and now I'll tell you, Subrajyoti, they will start targeting activist doctors like you. They will start targeting ordinary citizens. They will start targeting journalists. They will start targeting media. But this time, tell me, Subrajyoti, I want to ask you this.
Launching a malicious propaganda.
Yeah, I know your approach. Subrajyoti, tell me, this time will anyone be scared of them? Because their thing is to instill fear. I can't hear anyone now. So Sanju is speaking. Yeah, Subrajyoti.
Yeah, so Arnab, let me answer that straight. You know, we, the doctors who are fighting this, we are fighting it for our sister who was killed and raped, and we don't fear consequences. We really believe there was a total failure of the hospital administration to save her life. A young life was wiped out. She gave her life on duty. I think whatever you are saying is not going to have any effect on us. We want justice. We want the rapists to be brought to light. We are very clear in our conscience that we would like the truth to come out. No fear tactics, no fear psychosis is going to work from any political party. I'm not going to target any political party. I think the politics is beyond. I think humanity is the most important thing. We as doctors, we live for humanity. We serve the humanity. All the people who are sitting on the panel, whether they are supporting a political party, Trinamool, or they are supporting political party BJP or CPM, I think they are human beings. They need to go to doctors as well. I know, and when in a country like India where doctors are so
nobody
precious,
is afraid.
A life lost.
Nobody is afraid. Hear it, Anirban. All this.
Dr. Bhomik.
So honestly,
Nobody is afraid of you. Nobody is afraid of you. 1 minute.
I will call upon the conscience of these people to bring the justice at the earliest.
Dr. Bhomik, can I ask a question?
Seema on?
Can
No.
I ask a question?
Mamata Banerjee's
Seema is on or
people
gone?
should not be afraid of. People are free to come up and say their words. We are standing
never
by
told me.
Dr. Baam.
I can't hear any audio now.
Arnab, I fail to understand why does Mamata Banerjee repeatedly engage in victim shaming? She shamed the Park Street victim. She shamed the Hansakhali victim. She shamed the 65.
Because her governance is incompetent.
Government got
She went to Supreme Court saying the 65-year-old woman was not gang raped by my TMC goons, and the Supreme Court condemned her. She's the same woman who's today victim shaming the Arjikar Medical College victim Mamata Devnath.
Don't say all this.
Being a woman
People
chief
of Bengal
minister,
are tired of
one would
listening
have
to her.
expected Mamata Banerjee to show some empathy, show some
The
sympathy,
people of
Please be
Bengal
quiet,
are saying only one thing, Sanju.
show some humanitarian.
Mamata Banerjee does
The
not
people of Bengal are saying only one thing. Shut up BJP. That is what they are saying. Shut up BJP.
She's as shameless
You
as they
people
come.
speak so much garbage.
Audio, please check the audio.
So much garbage that the people of Bengal is saying.
You
Shut up, Sanju.
represent TMC's Gunda culture. You represent TMC's
saying shut up, Sanju.
गुंडागर्दी on national television. आप जैसे गुंडों को सारी दुनिया देखती है और समझती है कि why TMC is the way it is. You are the DNA of TMC. You are gundas and you engage in.
People of Bengal are saying shut up, Sanju. Can you hear them?
You threaten anchors.
Can you hear them?
You threaten co-panelists.
People of Bengal are saying shut up, Sanju.
You threaten judges. You threaten commoners.
People of Bengal are saying.
No, it's not.
You
Don't.
Children.
You are not going to hear them, right? That is why you are losing election.
No, I don't want to know now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you one thing. Do not be afraid. I'll tell you one thing. Viewers, I want to speak to you. Viewers, I want to speak to you. Viewers, I want to speak to you tonight. I want to speak to you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and especially I want to speak to the people of Bengal. And I want to speak to the protesting doctors, not just to Dr. Subrajyoti Bhomik. I want to speak to the doctors of the Indian Medical Association. And I want to say this to you, ladies and gentlemen, do not be afraid of the Mamata Banerjee government. Please understand, it is the classic formula of Mamata Banerjee to try and dodge responsibility. What has happened in Bengal is so heinous, and she knows it is her fault. She blames Baam and Ram. Did Baam and Ram, were they responsible for the alleged mass rape of women in Sandesh Khali? Were Baam and Ram responsible for the Sharada chit scam, 2,500 crores? Don't disturb me. I will bring your audio down now because I'm speaking. I heard you. Now you listen to me. You know, there was flogging in Dinajpur. There were kangaroo courts in Bengal. Post-poll violence, we all know what happened. Well, that is also not Mamata Banerjee's fault. Land grabbing is so prevalent. There is a syndicate that is operating. Everybody in Kolkata knows. Ask anybody. You are running a syndicate in Bengal. The High Court even ordered a court-monitored CBI probe everybody on, ladies and gentlemen. But they will only say political parties are responsible. Viewers, this political party and this leader, Mamata Banerjee, she should ask herself, that was the ration distribution scam the fault of her political opponents or her fault? Today the comments of the Kolkata High Court, the Calcutta High Court should go viral everywhere. Everywhere across Bengal, people must pass on. And they must confront these Trinamool Congress supporters and ask them, how long will you be in denial? All you want to do is politics. And remember, Orko, cut your arrogance down. Cut your arrogance down. And tell your police, nobody is scared of them anymore. Ask Subhrajyoti, a young doctor, you can see him there. I can't hear you now. No, look at people like Subhrajyoti.
Mamata, and that is enough. People need not be scared of Mamata.
Nobody.
And that love is
No. Oh yeah.
Still she lives.
Yeah, don't give me, don't avoid the question. Now let me tell you, I'll tell you the kind of, I'll tell you your Kolkata police, viewers, I'll tell you, now Orko listen to me, Professor Ambikesh was also from Bengal. Professor Ambikesh was arrested for drawing a caricature of Mamata Banerjee.
Exactly.
They had time for that.
Do you remember that?
But they don't have time to act when they need to.
Sharma.
You have sent notices to people for making memes.
Mamata Banerjee, a 22-year-old BJP worker called Priyanka Sharma was
just Sanjeev Verma
only for showing a meme.
Just Sanjeev Verma told us PMC
relevant so far as this article issue is concerned.
By the draconian Mamata regime. Ambikesh Mahapatra lost 12 years of his precious life. He was incarcerated by the draconian.
I can't hear Orko now.
No, who is the?
He is speaking.
Who is the adult of the mafia culture?
This is the same Mamata Banerjee.
Who's
acolyte?
What is Mr. Sarkar saying? Yes, Mr. Sarkar, what are you saying? Bring up his audio.
Just Sanjeev Verma told us TMC culture like gunda culture. But Bharatiya Janata culture is the mafia culture. Do you know the Dhanbad MP, his name is the Dholu Mahota, he is the coal mafia. BJP given the TP. Who is the Pradeep Singh Senghar? He is the rapist. He is the BJP Bharatiya Janata Party MLA. Who is the Ramdawar? He is the Bharatiya Janata Party MLA. And Brij Bhushan, last Brij Bhushan. Brij Bhushan is another is the Bharatiya Janata Party member of parliament who is just the member of parliament. And just honorable governor of his advice to us. But he's involved in so many cases. So many cases involved. And the honorable governor and Bengal people are called. He is not the Rajyopal, he is the Kamal Pal means Padmapal. He's not the girl's parents were lied to. They had to wait for more than 3 hours. Who is the given the TP? Dholu Mahota? Dholu Mahota is the mafia. He's the coal mafia. Who is the rapist in the Bharatiya Janata Party? He is the Pradeep Singh Senghar. He is the former MLA in Bharatiya Janata Party given the ticket. Who is the Ramdawar? Ramdawar is the one of the rapist. He's BJP given the ticket.
Be a father or an uncle or a brother.
Okay, I want to ask you, Mr. Sarkar.
He is involved in the
Mr. Sarkar, I have a question for you. Mr. Sarkar, don't shout. I have a question for you.
No, I'm not. Sir.
No, don't shout. I have a question.
I'm going to compare is the another state.
Okay, now I'm asking you something. I'm asking you something. I'm asking you. See, I'll tell you, Mr. Sarkar, nobody has forced you to be in power. If you are in power, you have to deliver, and you can't get arrogant when you're asked questions. So my question here is, and my question goes to Orko and Anirban, who are looking so cornered tonight. Is it true, Orko and Anirban, one of you can answer, that last year Dr. Sandeep Ghosh and the RG Kaur Medical College had come under the radar when it was alleged that bodies coming in for autopsy were being used for dissection practicals without any prior consent? And is it true that on 31st of May 2023, the same Bengal government issued an order replacing Sandeep Ghosh in 24 hours? After that, however, in mysterious circumstances, the transfer order was reversed. He was made the principal again. Then again on September 11th, now that they want me to expose them, I properly will, Saira. On September 11, 2023, and this is the way the Mamata Sarkar works, Dr. Ghosh was once again issued orders of transfer to Murshidabad Medical College. He was to be replaced. Within a month of his transfer, there was another government order which was passed, And my reporters tell me it was passed on October 9th, 2023, reinstating Dr. Ghosh to RG Kor, which means that according to, now listen to me, volume down. According to Mamata government, there is only one doctor in Bengal. And that doctor's name is Sandeep Ghosh.
Sandeep Ghosh.
Which is why when he resigned this time, within 24 hours, Mamata Banerjee said, don't worry, sir. I will appoint you to the National Medical College. No, it's very suspicious. Yeah, I've given the dates.
Not only that, she allegedly sent out
only one doctor in Bengal.
to, you know what you call, disrupt a very peaceful protest meet. She sent her miscreants.
Arnab, if Dr. Sandeep Ghosh, who has been found
you
to
saw
have
the WhatsApp,
duty,
the
I am
calls
not
the
defending
doctors
Dr.
have
Ghosh.
made, the
I have been
miscreants
told
are
that
attacking
Dr.
the
Ghosh was
doctors and
apprehended
RG
by the CBI for
Shame on the
questioning.
TMC
If the
supporters.
CBI finds Dr. Ghosh guilty, let Dr. Ghosh go to
No,
jail.
but what is the mystery of Dr. Ghosh? Every time he is made to resign, why does he come back in 24 hours? Why does he come back in 24 hours? Why you can't operate without Dr. Ghosh? Are there no doctors in Bengal?
Not a problem. Not a problem. If it is found that there was
She was gang raped and murdered.
Dr. Ghosh's appointment.
6 years.
And viewers, no, Sanju, same Dr. Ghosh did not file an FIR or a formal complaint in the matter. Same Dr. Ghosh.
Only Saha.
Same Dr. Ghosh.
A young student was also gang raped and murdered at RG.
Yes, we'll blame you, that's why. We'll blame you.
A few years back.
What will you do? We blame you.
Then
What will you do?
Sandeep Ghosh. What is Mamata Banerjee's compulsion to keep promoting Sandeep
We are
Ghosh?
not supporting Dr. Ghosh's action. It is a deliberate action and disciplinary action will follow in necessary limits. Today, the High Court has provided police security to Dr. Ghosh because Dr. Ghosh apprehends threat from various people, and once the situation comes into control, there will be steps against Dr. Ghosh.
One thing, when will Mamata Banerjee resign?
Why was a rape case? One minute. Orko, now listen to me. Orko, you began by saying, today I will not answer your questions, I will make big statements. So I want you to answer a question. Why did the same favorite doctor of the Mamata Banerjee government, why did the same favorite doctor of the Mamata Banerjee government not register a case of gang rape and murder? He said unnatural death. That is the job of a doctor.
Imagine.
Oh, shame on you people.
Like that, it is a wrong legal theory.
When they say it's an unnatural death,
You tried to pass it off as a case of suicide, psychosis, self-harm.
By the Kolkata police, which incidentally reports to Mamata Banerjee. So if Kolkata police is doing a shoddy job, their boss is Mamata Banerjee, and she needs to take onus.
And ladies and gentlemen, in the end I will say one thing. Ladies and gentlemen, just remember and turn the clock back 1 year. Let everybody be on the screen while I say this. Just turn the clock back 1 year, viewers. These are the leaders. Mamata Banerjee, Rahul Gandhi. These are the leaders that the lobby wanted to make Prime Minister of India. Just remember every day. Now these same people say India is not a nation. I am not responsible for anarchy. One person has created anarchy out of the two I mentioned, and the other person's plan day in and day out is how to create anarchy. One person has created anarchy in Bengal. The other person plans every day how to create anarchy across the country. So, Orko, no more questions for me.
No, Arnab, I think.
Yes.
I think it's taking it a bit differently.
Who garlanded the gang
Taking it a bit differently. This is not the case what Sandeep
I have condemned the
Which party people did it, or no?
Anyway, I have to close. Lost the audio again.
Whether you condemn it or not, your government has freed them. Your people have garlanded them. Your people have put them up on stage. How does it matter if you condemn or not?
No, ladies and gentlemen, I have to close. I have to close to all the protesters. I would say stay strong. Stay strong. And to all the people who are trying to be tyrants, remember, tyranny never works. I'll see you soon. Good night and goodbye.